Good morning. So after a little bit of technical difficulties and a rough start this morning, we finally got it together. So I'm happy to be able to offer this class. Thanks, good morning. Thank you all for tuning in and watch ahead and get started. You can make your way onto your mat. Any comfortable position is fine if you want to prop yourself up with your block or your blanket. Then relax your hands on the tops of the legs. Lower your chin just slightly towards your chest. Rest the eyes. And take a few breaths in and out through your nose. We'll set the intention this morning of filling our hearts with gratitude, opening the heart, softening the heart. It takes just a couple of minutes to fill the heart and mind with gratitude. And with this gratitude comes a mental and an energetic shift from a sense of lacking and need to the acknowledgement of abundance in our lives. Grateful living is important because we can get caught up in the pursuit of more, wanting a bigger house, different car, more money, more people around us, more fill in the blank. And gratitude asks us to notice all that is already abundant and whole, and rich, and full in our lives. A reminder that this life is a precious gift, and even in challenging times, living gratefully makes us aware of and available to the opportunities to extend ourselves with care and compassion to others. Leaving the hands as they are, or bringing the palms together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra, simple gesture of gratitude. And together, we'll open up our practice with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Gently open the eyes and make your way into child's pose on your mat. Walk the fingertips out, traction your hips back, and relax your forehead down to the mat. Soften your shoulders, all the muscles of your face and your neck. Then round up into a tabletop position. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round in. A few more. Just starting to warm up your spine. Stretch out your neck, your shoulders, your low back. And tuck your toes under. Straighten the legs, press up to your first downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs one at a time. Gently shake out your head, yes, and no. Inhale up high onto your toes, look towards the hands, walk all the way up to the top of your mat. Lift halfway. And put a generous bend in your knees, grab opposite elbows, and hang forward. We'll just hang out here in ragdoll for a few breaths. You can sway your torso side to side. Let your head hang heavy. Release the hands. We'll round up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your shoulders back a couple times at the top and then forward. Bring your feet all the way together. Interlace your fingers, just the pointer fingers extend. Take a deep breath in, lengthen everything up. Keeping that length, come down to the right and the left a few times. Stop in the center, take a deep breath in, stretch up. And exhale, fold forward. Lift halfway, inhale. Step your right foot back, bring the right knee down to the mat. Keep your hands down. Press into the hands, lift your chest, gaze up. And step back to plank, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Step your right foot up, left knee down this time, coming into that low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, step up, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the hips, come all the way up. So we'll move through that 3 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Left foot steps back this time, left knee down. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the chest, look up. And step back, lower. Inhale, nice even arch through the spine. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps up. Exhale, right foot steps up. Halfway lift. Hands to the hips, come all the way up. Twice more. Inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps back. Lower. Deep breath in. Heart to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot up. Left foot up. Halfway lift. Hands to the hips. Come all the way up. Last time. Inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Left foot steps back. Low lunge. Right foot steps back. Plank. Lower. Inhale. Heart to the sky. Exhale, hips up and back. Left foot steps up. Right foot steps up. Halfway lift. Hands to the hips, come all the way up. Step your feet hip width distance. On the inhale, sit back and down, back and down, back and down. Press into your big toes, lift your chest. Reach up through the fingertips, gaze up. Release, fold forward. Halfway lift. Step back, lower on the exhale. Inhale, arch. Hips up and back, down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Step the right foot through, lift up to warrior one. Swing your right arm underneath your left. Either grab opposite shoulders or twist the arms like this. Gaze up. Release palms together, gaze up. Plant the hands, step back, cycle through. Other side, inhale the left leg up. Step it all the way through. Spin the right heel down. Lift up, warrior one. Other side, find your left arm, swing the left arm under. Elbows, press your hands away from the face, gaze up. Unwind the arms, palms together, stretch your arms back. Hands down, step back, cycle through. We'll hold here for 3, 2, 1. Lift up onto the toes. Step up, come all the way to seated. Bring your hands behind the legs. Lean back, shins up, parallel to the ground. So we'll start here in Navasana, boat pose. And we'll between Navasana and Ardha Navasana. For 5, 4, 3, 1. Hold here, shins up, lift the chest, breathe for 3, 2, 1. Step all the way back, cycle through. We'll meet in down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Lift halfway. Bend your knees as much as you need to. We'll take Padahastasana, soles of the feet all the way into the hands. Tuck your toes towards the wrist creases. And see if you can deepen your forward fold, belly to the thighs, chest to the knees, and forehead to the shins. Bend your elbows outwardly, lift your shoulders, gaze up towards your belly button. Release the hands. Bend the knees, sweep arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. See if you can sit down a little lower this time. Lift the chest. We'll breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Palms together. Come all the way standing, just a slight back bend. Head to center, palms to the heart. Bring your hands to your hips. Step out nice and wide on your mat. Turn your right toes out. Extend the arms, deep breath in. Lengthen out over your right leg and pivot the arms, Trikonasana. Press into the right hand, turn your chest to the sky, gaze up. Reach your left fingertips up a little more. We'll breathe here for 3, 2, 1 more breath. Inhale up. Switch your feet, right toes in, left toes out. Stretch your arms. Lengthen out over the left leg. Pivot the arms. Turn the head, gaze up. Find a little more lengthening through the tailbone, spacious through the sacrum. A little more length in the back of the legs, more length in the arms. Inhale up. Take a little bit wider stance, ankles under your wrist. Outer edges of your feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Interlace your fingers behind you. Take a deep breath in, heart to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Release the hands. Halfway lift. With a flat back, hands to the hips, come all the way up. Shorten the stance. Pivot on both heels towards the back of your mat. Fold forward. Left hand down, take the right arm up. So we'll take Revolve Trikonasana. Turn the chest to the right and gaze up. You can give yourself that little self-check, hand to the sacrum. Feel your hips level, which mine were not. When you keep the pelvis and the hips level here, you'll bring the twist into your spine instead of in the hip joints. Release. Hands to the hips, come all the way up. Switch sides, pivot to the center. Then to the left. Fold forward over your left leg. Right hand down. Find level hips. And left arm up. Left hand down. So we should be facing the front of our mats now. Step back, cycle through. We'll take a nice long hold here in down dog, 5 breaths. Inhale the right leg up. Draw the knee to the nose, chin to the chest. We'll do a couple more. Kick back. Knee to the right. Stretch back. Knee to the left. One last time through center. Hold here an extra breath. Arms straight, chest up higher. Draw the right knee closer to your chest. Step it all the way through. Left knee down. Untuck the back toes. Lift up to a low lunge. Left hand to the outside of your right knee. Reach your right arm back, twist to the right. Imagine someone's pulling on your right fingertips, pulling that right arm back, rotating the chest open to the right. Release. Both hands to the blocks or the floor. Straighten your right leg. Peel the right toes back towards your face. So we'll take a few little cat-cow movements here in this position. Inhale, draw the heart forward, gaze up. And exhale, round in. Round the spine as much as you can. Navel to the spine, chest to the chin, forehead to the knee. Do a few more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Last 2. Last 1. Bend the right knee, lunge forward. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot. Heel toe the right foot out to the edge. So you can reach back here, grab the foot. Or you can fold a little deeper, bringing your forearms to the block or the floor. So this will get you a little bit deeper into your hip joints. If you want more of a quad stretch, reach back, grab the foot. And release. Step back, cycle through. Other side, inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose, chin to the chest. A few more, kick back. Knee to the left. Knee to the right. Try and tap the outside of your arm. Last time, draw through center. Hold here an extra breath. Draw everything a little higher. Step the left foot all the way through, right knee down. Lift up to a low lunge. Bring your palms together. Square up your shoulders to the front of your mat. Bring the hands down. Send your hips back, straighten your left leg. Draw the toes to the face and we'll move through those cat-cow movements. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Think about drawing your heart, your chest towards your toes. Exhale, round. Last 3. 2. 1. Bend the left knee, lunge forward. Both hands on the inside of your left foot, heel toe it out to the edge. So same options here. If you want to get a little deeper into the hips, you can fold onto the forearms. Or if you want that quad stretch, reach back and grab the foot. Release. Step back, cycle through. Step your right foot up, left heel down, lift up, warrior 1. Palms together, stretch your arms back. Then we'll open the arms out into warrior 2. So I'll turn so I'm facing you guys. Nice wide stance, right knee over the ankle, in line with that middle toe, stretch the arms, and keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Soft, steady gaze over your right middle finger. Sit a little deeper. Try and bring that right thigh closer to parallel with the ground. Flip your right palm up, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. We'll switch between these a couple more times. They're great side body openers. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. One more time. We'll take a few breaths here. Half bind, you can bring the left arm behind your back. Full bind, reach the right arm under the thigh, interlace your fingers, or grab your shirt. If you're taking that bind, press into your feet, lift your torso higher, gaze up. Release. Straighten your right leg. Switch your feet, right toes in, left toes out. Bend the left knee, we'll come into warrior 1 on the opposite side here. Sit a little lower. This posture is great for opening the front of the hip on the side that the back leg is straight. Draw the low ribs together. Take a little bit of the arch out of the back so it's not too much of a back bend. And then spin the arms open, warrior 2. Flip your left palm up, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Turn the chest to the sky, gaze up. A couple more. Inhale, reverse. Get a little more space between this left lower rib and the left hip point. Open up through the waistline. Right arm up and over. Last time. We'll hold here. This is another posture where sometimes people overarch. Draw the low ribs together. Stay strong through the front body. For the half bind, right arm behind your back. You can tuck those fingertips into the hip crease, or full bind, left arm reaches under the left thigh. Gaze up, hips nice and low, breathe here. Release. Both hands down, step back, cycle through. Keeping your hands and your feet just as they are. Bring your forearms down, elbows down, right under the shoulders. Interlace your fingers. Bring the crown of the head to the floor. So that meaty part at the base of your thumbs is creating a little cushion in the back of the head. So you can stay here in dolphin pose, building strength. If you're comfortable here and you have an inversion practice, start to walk the feet in. And maybe you lift one leg at a time. You can bring the knees into the chest and take the legs into the air, Shirshasana, headstand. If you're up in headstand, squeeze your legs together. Reach up through the feet. And keep pressing your arms down into the mat. Lift the deltoids, lift the shoulders. Lower the legs halfway. Legs parallel to the floor, point the toes, breathe here. And feet all the way down. Arms alongside the body, rest in child's pose. Round up. Come to seated at the top of your mat. Separate the ankles slightly so you can sit back in between your ankles. So if this feels like a lot already on your ankles, your knees, or your hips, you can also use your block here and take a supported version of Virasana. If you're up on the block, when we start to go back into the back bend, you may only be able to get to about here. Hands down, fingertips pointing forward. Press into the hands, heart to the sky. And if you're not on the block, maybe you come down onto the elbows or all the way back. Whichever variation you're in, we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the elbows first, then the hands. Take a couple breaths here, let the spine rest in a neutral position. Tuck the toes under. Come into a low squat here. Keep the legs all the way together. And if your heels don't quite touch the floor yet, that's fine, but guide them towards the floor so you get that stretch in the Achilles tendon and the ankle. And then we'll make our way into Pasasana, which is a twisting posture here in this squat. Start the twist from the belly, draw the belly in, then the rib cage turns, the chest, the shoulders. Plant your hands right outside the right leg. Tuck your right elbow into your right hip. left elbow to the outside of your right knee. And maybe this is a lot already, you may just want to stay here. If you're up for a little more challenge, we'll bring this into an arm balance. Bend your elbows, make sure they're keeping good contact with the outside of the right leg. Start to lower your chest parallel to the ground. And then once you've got your bones nice and stacked, you'll find your feet lift quite easily. And if you're steady here, you can straighten the legs, gaze to the toes. Nice. Other side. Starting with the twist, find length through the upper body, draw the belly in, turn the rib cage, the chest, the shoulders. Right elbow outside the left knee, and left elbow supporting that left hip. So you may just want to hold here, breathe in this twist. This is a wonderful posture. And if you're up for a little more challenge, we'll bring it into the arm balance. The chest parallel to the ground. And once you've got the bones stacked nicely, these arm balances are more about balancing your weight and stacking the bones than they are strength in the arms. Release. That was a good one. Separate the feet. Turn your toes slightly outward so that middle toe is in line with the knee, both facing out on a diagonal. Elbows to the inside of the knees, palms together, lift the heart. Release. Come all the way to seated on your mat. Extend your right leg out. Sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Face the right foot, square up the shoulders. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, keep lengthening out over the right leg. Then at the end, round the spine. Janu Sirsasana. Bring a little more weight to the left side of your body. Guide that left shoulder down in line with the right. Bend your elbows alongside the calf. Relax your head. Release. Bring your left hand behind you. We'll come up to standing on this left knee. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Let your head go, let that right arm go. Release. Other side. Left leg out. Sole of the right foot to the inner thigh. Square up towards your left foot, arms up. And exhale, fold. Release. Right hand behind you. Lift up onto the right knee, hips up, heart to the sky. Relax your head. Keep reaching that left arm back. This time, bring both legs out in front of you. Walk the sits bones back. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, fold Paschimottanasana. If your hamstrings are really tight, bend your knees a little bit here to relax your low back. Release. Walk your hands back behind you. Bend the knees. So we'll start in reverse tabletop. Lift your knees, lift your hips in line with the knees, lift your heart. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can relax the head back and see if you can straighten one leg out at a time. And if you feel steady there, straighten both legs, Purvottanasana. Release. Bring your right knee into your chest. Cross the right foot over. Right hand behind you. Inhale the left arm up. Twist to the right. Walk your hands off to the left for the counter twist. And come back to center, switch legs. Bend the left knee, cross the foot over, left hand behind you. Inhale the right arm up, twist to the left. Release, walk your hands off to the right for the counter twist. Make your way all the way onto your back. Bend your knees. We'll come into shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. If you're not inverting this morning for any reason, perhaps you're pregnant or menstruating or any concerns with your neck, you can take the legs straight up into the air. If you have a block, you can place the block under the sacrum. And if you are coming up into shoulder stand, elbows right alongside the body, legs up, hips up, hands to your low back. Squeeze the legs together. Reach up through the balls of the feet. One at a time, we'll take the legs over the head, right leg down. Keep reaching up through the ball of the left foot. Focus more on trying to get the legs straighter. And switch, right leg up, left leg down. Both legs over the head, Halasana, plow pose. If your toes touch comfortably, you can release the hands. Lifts the backs of the knees. Press the heels away from you. Release knees alongside the ears, Karna Padasana. Slowly lower out. Tuck your arms underneath you, palms down under the glutes. And cross the legs like you're sitting in a meditation posture. And let the weight of the legs draw you up into Matsyasana, fish pose. The crown of the head rests on the mat, shoulders lift and press away from you. Lower the shoulders back down, bring the legs back, uncross them. Feet to the floor, windshield wiper the legs side to side. Keep the knees bent, either hip width distance or a little wider. Your choice here, you can come up into bridge, or if you practice Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can press up into that deeper back bend. Release. Windshield wiper the legs. Stack the right ankle over the left thigh. Interlace your fingers behind the left leg. Draw both legs in a little closer, recline pigeon. Chin a little bit to the chest. Stretch the back of the neck. And pull equally with both arms, both shoulders on the mat, the face, the neck relaxed. Release, switch sides. Left ankle over the right thigh. Pull the legs in. Release. Grab the ankles or the big toes for happy baby. Draw the knees down towards the floor. You can bend and straighten one leg at a time here. And release, soles of the feet to the sky. We'll lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your way to Shavasana, separate the feet slightly. Wiggle your arms down away from the neck, soften the shoulders. Mentally scan your body from the crown of the head all the way to the toes, relaxing each part. The forehead, the space between your eyebrows, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose. Soften your eyes into the sockets. Soften into the hollows of the cheeks. Relax your upper lip, your lower lip, your tongue, your jawline. Soften the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the fingertips. Soften the rib cage, the chest, the breath. Soften the abdomen. Relax deep into your low back and the hip joints. Relax your thighs, your knees, your ankles, and your toes. Feel the whole body completely relaxed. For our gratitude meditation this morning, you can do this lying down in Shavasana or seated, whichever way you're more comfortable, so that the sensations of the body are not distracting the mind from meditation. Feel yourself comfortable, the breath easy. Allow your eyes to close gently for this time. Shoulders relaxed, hands relaxed. And come to feel your breath wherever you can sense its natural rhythm. And if you're able to, feel the breath as if you could breathe in and out of your heart, as if the breath came in, touched the heart, and then went out, as you breathe into the heart area gently. Begin the practice of gratitude by feeling how, year after year, you've cared for your own life. Now let yourself acknowledge all that has supported you in this care. With gratitude, I remember the people, plants, animals, all who bless my life every day. I acknowledge and honor the elements of space, fire, earth, air, and water that exist within me and outside of me, which sustain the gifts of this precious, fragile life. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of thousands of generations of elders and ancestors who have come before me and birthed into me the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. I offer my gratitude for the safety and well-being that I've been given. I offer my gratitude for the health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given, both easeful and challenging. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. Perhaps you can feel the gratitude in your physical body. You might become aware of the sensation of warmth around the area of the heart space, a sensation of fullness in the chest, and the shoulders, a sensation of grounding and steadiness deep in the abdomen. From this abundant well within us, we're able to send out intentions, wishes, prayers, happiness, freedom for all. And just as we are grateful for our own blessings, we can be grateful for the blessings of others. This is called mudita, being able to honestly rejoice in seeing the happiness of others. Continue to breathe gently and bring to mind someone you care about, someone that's easy to rejoice for. And picture them and feel the natural joy you feel for their well-being, for their happiness and success. With each breath, we offer them our grateful, heartfelt wishes. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes of your joy and happiness increase. Sense the sympathetic joy and caring in each phrase. When you feel some degree of natural gratitude for the happiness of this loved one, extend this practice to another person you care about. Recite the same simple phrases that express your heart's intention. See the person's face, see them full of joy, and fill your own heart with mudita, the joy of seeing the happiness of others. Then gradually open and extend the meditation to include neutral and difficult people, people who you've had challenge with, people who you might not agree with. Extending this gratitude, feeling it ripple through your body outwardly. Until you extend sympathetic joy to all beings everywhere, young and old, near and far, known and unknown. And we'll seal our practice with a chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere feel joy and happiness. And then together we'll chant 3 Oms. Samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. All together we'll chant Om 3 times. Inhale. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, I'll end class with this quote by Henry David Thoreau. I'm grateful for what I am and have. My thanksgiving is perpetual. It's surprising how contented one can be with nothing definite, only a sense of existence. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining. See you next time.